Very close group of friends.
It's a little, that's like his best buddy's girlfriend, and he just kisses her on the fucking mouth.
Well, now, don't you look good enough
He's
to eat?
the asshole. His character is the asshole.
Corey, my
Then he
man.
starts smooching her, and his line is, "That's why I keep her around." He says it 3 times.
Hi, Dell. How was the drive?
He's the asshole.
You know how
Dell
we were.
just spreads
Past that
around the
last momentary
hoopies
panic,
amongst
and we
everybody.
had to stop.
Now, Corey has invited
And you?
11 of his white friends to go with him to his haunted grandparents' cabin for no reason at all. Perhaps for them to get killed off or turned into demons.
They're there for emotional support. Who knows what he's going to find at this abandoned cabin that somebody died at 60 years earlier?
Divine. Oh, thank you.
You need 25 of your 40-year-old high school friends.
Bizarre greeting rituals of the subculture.
Thanks for coming with me on this very, very vague
Good
mission.
afternoon, Mr. Harmon.
Jack, man, am
I'll
I
tell
glad
you all
to see
about it when we get to the
Your message sounded
demonically
urgent.
possessed, burnt down
we are.
cabin.
Thanks for coming.
Then I'll tell you all about
mean-
why you're here.
Yeah, well, if you two
I'm in.
homos can keep your hands off each other for a second, let's get
Sign
something
me up,
to drink.
Corey.
Maybe Corey can tell us why we're out here in the sticks.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I mean, the important part is that he invited his entire high school class to come hang out at the cabin with him for some reason.
Anybody want a beer?
His 90s friends.
No, we're fine.
What is it, just say no week?
I'll tell
Not
you
for
all
me.
about my family's depressing
why I
history
keep it
over a
around.
couple of fish burgers.
Over some Cokes and a Milwaukee's Best. No, we don't drink that filth.
Has there ever
thing's
been a
about
more
this big.
ironically titled beer?
What's so funny?
I suppose not.
Nothing, Dell.
No, we're just down here talking about your dick.
It's a little thing, Dell. It's not worth mentioning.
So I guess, she must have dated him.
Corey,
The
why'd
blonde
you bring us up here?
who's
Not my father.
Corey's girlfriend.
Is he okay?
Because they were talking about
No,
Dell's penis size. Oh, her name's Elaine, by the way.
The girlfriend?
Her, Elaine.
Yeah.
I know.
Her and
Couldn't.
I think her name's
4 days after he was born,
Barbara or fucking something like that.
his family disappeared from a farm near here.
I wrote it down.
Where was your dad when
Hold
that
on.
happened?
He was in an incubator in a hospital.
Give me a minute.
If you hadn't been there.
I gotta go through my notes.
I'll give you several
Anyone ever
minutes.
find his family?
No, but right after I was born, he came up here to find out what happened.
She's the only one who showed up for
He never
the
came home. I think
cast
something
and
bizarre
crew
has been going on at that
interviews
farm
on
for
the
a
Blu-ray.
long time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna find out
Everyone
what.
else killed themselves.
Your help.
Oh, jeez.
So the sequel to this movie is going to be meta, and it's going to be the filmmakers traveling to this cabin to find out why the actors killed themselves.
My grandpa made Demon Wind here 30 years ago.
That would be
The
a great
next day,
sequel.
he killed himself.
Next day. All the demons, the
Let me give you
undead
some
demons, were
advice,
people
son.
that attended the premiere.
Pick your friends and go
There was a
home
fire
now.
at the premiere.
We've got business at that farm.
Demon Wind.
Belongs to me now.
I keep hoping something
You
different.
do not
happens
own that
every time
property?
I watch the movie.
Oh, yeah?
Like it'll change, you know.
Then just who owns land, old man?
Like Clue.
When that was
Yeah.
released in theaters and
Yeah.
had different endings.
Right.
One of these days, you'll walk into the theater to see Demon Win, and it'll be the ending that makes sense.
Yeah. I keep buying Blu-rays, hoping
The
that the
dead.
Blu-ray will be different.
You know, you not only got an attitude problem,
Always hoping that
you're also out of your
at
fucking
some
mind.
of Demon
Gotta learn to
Wind, someone
respect
orders
the elders,
fish
boy.
burger for 50
One of them
cents.
hurt you.
Just hold on a minute
Is that
here,
on the
mister.
menu?
It's on the menu.
There's a
We
fish
don't want any
burger.
It's
trouble.
all. There's no.
go.
The
No,
menu's
no
quite
trouble.
fascinating. There's no vegetarian options.
Then all of you
It's
get
all
in them
like
cars,
weird, disgusting
go back
food
where you
that
came
costs
from.
50 cents.
Oh.
See?
Oh, yeah. Pastrami,
Fish
ham
and chips,
sandwich, fish
yeah.
burger.
Fish burger, a hot link sandwich. Can we get back to the menu? Okay, fried chicken, barbecue beef sandwich. So they have a lot of meat options.
What are you trying to hide?
And that's
I
it.
saw what
And nobody
happened
paid
to
for
the
their
Carter family.
Cokes or
It was a drought
their
of
beer.
29.
Originally, I thought it was Ireland,
hot,
but it's
dry
shot in
wind
Thousand
blew
Oaks,
that
California,
The cattle and
outside
the
of Los
crops burned
Angeles,
to a crisp.
by the rolling
The smell of
hills of
death
Thousand
hung
Oaks,
in the
California,
air.
which is doubling for some kind of country area. Somewhere.
All the families were in
rather
church,
vague.
except the
Thousand
Carters.
Oaks? Is what it's called?
They never
Thousand
missed
Oaks,
church.
Thousand
California. It's a city.
That's where 1,000
I went up to see they were all right.
struggling actors live.
Oh, 1,000 jokes.
I
That's what we
saw
got
them.
for you on this commentary
I saw
track. ladies and
Someone, what
gentlemen.
did you say?
Commentary track. We're in a movie theater.
Oh, right. Sorry. That's what we should say while we're in this movie theater as aliens.
It's a good thing that there's no other people watching this movie. They'd be very upset that we keep talking over it.
Right. They would miss the plot. Anyways, whenever you guys are ready, I could tell you the lineage.
Yes, I'm ready right now to know the lineage of these characters I don't care about.
Well, it's not so much about these characters. It's more the backstory
Okay.
of the entire premise of the film. But here, our harbinger of doom is warning them to not go to the cabin. Even though at the end of the film, spoilers,
No, it ain't even
he
look.
is an insane priest.
Please, boy. Don't
who
go up there.
turns into the son of Satan.
have to.
And his legion of demons
I know.
are there. So
Well,
you think he would want to add
just
more
follow
to his
that
legion
road
of
to-
demons
till
by
it
luring these unsuspecting kids to the grandparents' farm to be turned into demons,
It's
right?
all right.
Instead of warning them away, right, Rich?
It's a reverse psychology. It was very effective.
Okay, you think he was going for reverse psychology?
Pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, who invited Dracula?
The wonderful world of
Rich,
man.
more friends are showing up.
Today
These are the
is
magician
land of
friends.
illusion and fantasy, where the commonplace
More
is
friends?
fantastic
No,
and the fantastic
or magicians.
commonplace.
This is the early roles for Sean Penn
Well, neither
and
did
Kevin
I.
Bacon as man in a Dracula costume.
He's a magician. That's a magician's cape.
It's okay, sure.
Harcourt is not impressed. Now, Mike, you've seen this before, right?
Yes, I have.
You've seen this 14 times
Yes,
before?
yes, I have.
I'm assuming, like, they're really hammering it in that this guy's a magician. I'm assuming that's going to pay off later, right?
No, the kicking pays off. He's a kung fu magician. Let's look.
Oh my god, I saw you do that.
Yeah,
You
he's
did that thing earlier today.
Yeah,
Were you trying to reenact this movie?
I was the famous can kicking scene,
It's a staple of most magic acts.
and I don't know why anyone would show up in a tuxedo doing magic tricks
Skinny
when
little
you're
chicken
going
shit.
on
I'll shove that karate crap up your
a
ass.
quest to find
I
your
guess.
friend's dead grandparents' burnt down cabin.
Easy now.
Apparently, he brought a rabbit with him, too, just to do this one trick.
Actually, you just did the smoke bomb thing, and then the rabbit happened to be there.
Oh,
So it's like fortuitous, you know.
wow, that's great.
Cool out.
He has dozens of rabbits on his
You guys
person at
come
all
here and help me.
times.
Okay? This I
Just
don't
in
need.
case something comes up.
You never know.
We don't need
Richard,
the
Sean
fifth-year
Penn, not
administration,
Richard
you know what
Gere.
I mean? I
Are they
agree.
both magicians? Or is this
I
the
didn't think you guys
magician's
were gonna make it.
assistant and they couldn't get an actress?
And this a
There can be
chance
two
to play a grand
magicians.
resort like this?
I
to bring
disagree.
magic and wonder to the hinterlands?
I
Hang out
honestly
with beautiful
don't know.
people?
I was surprised
My
to
man,
find
it
that
just
this was
isn't any other place to be.
a film made in the U.S.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to the back of the
It has
theatre.
all the markings of like a weird Italian movie.
Tried to make something American.
Yeah,
I can still hear 'em.
Magic!
but
So,
it was shot in Los Angeles
What exactly is
by
the nature of this little
people in
expedition, if I may
Hollywood
ask?
system.
I
by low
Can't
budget
shoot 'em either.
I'll show you. Dale, you still coming?
They didn't even know?
Yeah, we're in.
No, they've all been driving for hours to go to an undisclosed location
I don't know
for
why or
unknown
where, but I wouldn't
reasons.
miss for anything.
These are some good fucking friends.
There's not much to do in this. I guess they're. I don't know where they're all from. I don't think the movie ever tells us.
I drove 4 hours to be here. What's going on?
And I wore my best tuxedo and Dracula cape.
Well, I recognize the magician. He's the only actor in the film I recognize. And it's not because he looks like Kevin Bacon. He's in the film Shock 'em Dead, where he played a nerd turned rock and roller
Oh yeah.
that has to eat souls.
Son
Did we
of
watch
bitchin'
that?
idiots.
We've seen that film, yeah. With Tracy Lords.
Oh yeah. That's funny because
Son of a
there's-
bitchin' idiots. That sounds like an Italian.
All the
Son
way,
of a
Captain.
Something in
bitchin' idiots.
Italian would
yeah,
write.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's funny because there's also
making a
a
bad
porno
mistake,
actress
boy.
in this too.
There is?
Maybe
Yeah.
so, but it's mine.
Is it the old man?
No, the nudity lady who comes out of the woods and kind of lures them out of the house. Remember?
Oh. No, I don't remember because this is the first time I've seen this.
And I think
You're the only one who's seen it multiple times now.
I think I looked up all these actors on like IMDb, and almost every one of them ended up in porn after this.
You know.
Whether it's softcore. Remember all those softcore programs, the Red Shoe Diaries? and
Oh, sure.
Passion something. And all those titles were coming up. All those Skinamax, late night Skinamax flicks that Rich would tape on VCR and label as football game. I knew what you were up to back in the day. Why do you have so many VHS tapes labeled football game? Football game 1, football game 2.
That was the sticky one.
All right, everyone, we're back on the road. If anyone spots the plot, let me know.
They just throw garbage.
They just threw out the magician uniforms.
Oh, because they realized they weren't going to like a resort with people.
Yeah, but this probably were expensive. I mean, that Dracula suit looked like a fairly nice Dracula suit.
You would think if he wants to be a professional magician, he would want to hold on to that, even if he's not going to use it this weekend.
This magician code, you're only allowed to use your outfit once.
Then it must be destroyed.
Yes.
Do you think like some horror movies are made as just an excuse to, fill a movie with like gore, or maybe some nudity? Is this movie just an excuse to film people driving?
Well, they found an egg with a bunch of maggots in
I never saw it.
it. Oh, it's accidentally gotten the shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, should I tell you all about the history?
Yes, Mike. Please tell me all about the history.
Well,
I'm
We
waiting.
got time.
We need context. Okay. June 8th, 1929. Corey's father was born. Should I go chronologically here?
Yes, you probably should.
The farm. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to wait. Oh, look, the grade school kids were doing Shakespeare in the Park.
Is the skeleton a part of the family lineage?
I don't know who the skeleton is.
Is that Uncle Remus?
I can't believe they left that up there for 30 years.
More than 30.
More than 30, yes.
30 years
60.
ago is when the or no. Who died 30 years ago, Mike?
I have it all. I have it all written out.
You keep saying that.
I don't believe it.
So I think the skeleton was burnt in 1931.
That's what we saw in the opening, yeah.
And so the movie came out in 1990, so we're going to assume it's 19.
Right, give me a second, guys.
Okay.
Which is
So 60 years.
60.
Yeah.
The skeleton's been up there.
I'm trying to get rid of these fucking voiceovers from these guys. It's doing me in. Music volume.
For 60 years.
Please.
And as Rich, you noted before,
I can't turn them off. This is driving me mad. They're actually here to piss me off.
ligaments that hold the bones together have not been burnt or rotted away.
Yes.
The skeleton remains intact.
It's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it just doesn't fall into pieces. I guess there's no police in Ireland. Or no one drives down this road ever? I don't know.
Like, literally ever.
Does this take place in Ireland? I know you said it's shot in
No,
California.
I'm just joking around because it looks like Ireland.
Do they say where it's supposed to take place?
They don't. I think we'd like to talk now about the set and what all this is before I get into lineage.
Okay.
I may not have time to squeeze it in. Oh my God. What's the fucking problem, Bonnie? You're studying to be an anthropologist.
Oh no!
Oh my God, that was Skeletor's brother.
It's all completely irrelevant, isn't it?
Well, okay, so this guy here is Corey's dad's brother. Now let me get into it.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
So the film opens in 1931,
Uh-huh.
and there's a body being burnt on a cross. I don't know why. But the two people we see in the opening of the film are Regina and
How'd you know
George,
that?
which are
just
the
know, that's all.
grandparents of Corey.
Yes.
But
the
that's
answer
not
to
where the
Mystery
story
Pal right
starts.
here.
Oh my God.
The story really starts
wandered through here,
in the
tortured whoever it is in that
1800s.
cross, and set fire to the house.
farm was built by Corey's
They almost died in
great
fire.
grandparents, and they followed a guy named Anders who decided to start a satanic cult. And the satanic cult killed 3 little girls, and then the townsfolk gathered up all the satanic cult
I don't know what
members and
happened here.
burned them
You
all
sure
to
tell
death,
the death walked you
potentially
this
on
place.
this land.
Ah.
Sort of like a Freddy Krueger-ish kind of backstory,
Yeah.
right? And they said, we don't want your satanic cult here. And then flash forward to 1931. Corey's grandparents live on the farm. I have to stop because we have to talk about this. Now watch this magic, Rich. What? And why do you think they did that? I'm going to give you 14 guesses. Okay, watch this though. Watch this. Ready?
Corey?
Ready? Watch this. Now.
Corey.
They did it because it's magical and weird and creepy.
Corey.
Now let's see. Watch, Rich. Watch. Are you watching?
I'm watching. I actually find this is interesting right now because she doesn't see him. That's great.
I'm going inside.
Corey, wait.
What's it? Why is it happening?
So they could film on a soundstage.
Oh,
That's why. You know why, Jay.
I have to see what's through that door. You guys can wait out here.
Is it like, oh, we already wrote our opening scene where the cabin blows up, but we have to have somewhere for our characters to go? So they'll just go to the remnants of the cabin
I think the idea was
and
that
magic happens?
Just change the opening scene. I'm assuming they didn't have a good exterior where they could film at. They didn't know where to find a cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
that's yes, exactly. They wanted to make Evil Dead, and they wanted a cabin in the woods in deep forest at night, dark, spooky forest with smoke and
And instead,
moonlight
they
and-
don't have a cabin or woods.
Right. So they had Thousand Oaks, California, the rolling hills and 70-degree temperatures and no woods around. They'd have to drive pretty far out of the Los Angeles area to go find like spooky woods.
Yeah.
So they just set up like junk in the middle of nowhere, and then they go inside a magical cabin.
And they used an existing set built for some high school production for their main location.
Right.
With all my love.
Oh, look, Rich. Magic.
Seamless.
I think you meant seamful.
Oh.
There's Grandma. So
She looks just how I remember her.
her head fell off and she started on fire when the house blew up. But the house is still there, but Grandma's burnt up bones.
No one ever cleared it out, I guess.
And nobody ever poked around here. The cops never showed up.
Then again, we are in a magical interior
I
that
guess.
doesn't really exist.
Would like a police officer that drove up to investigate the skeleton on a cross? Like,
Why does this look so bad?
because it's an optical effect.
But that should be the easiest effect to do and have it be pretty seamless, right? Just put the camera on a fucking tripod.
Well, they
Well,
did.
they did that, but when back in the days of film, you would have a little bit of fluttering
The
of
film,
the film.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No. Don't do that.
Nu protesta Santana vivet.
Paper mache fireplace.
She creepy that. Blood on the wall. Don't read it aloud. She just woke up the demons. Firecrackers are going off. Most of the movie of all sorts of different things. buy brand new film stock. So certain shots look really nice. Some shots look crappy.
What the hell's going on here?
Rich,
I don't know.
to explain
What was the
what
Bonnie
short
red?
end is.
What did it say? It was Latin.
unused
It
bits
said,
at the end
"Now
of film.
Satan shall walk."
Yes,
Yeah.
from a real production. When they're almost.
Hey, now, are you saying Demon Wind is not a real production?
I
Whatever
am.
here killed my
Oh, okay.
grandparents. I'm gonna find out
yeah, they
why.
have
Just making sure.
Yeah, we got 50 feet left on this roll. Just change it out.
We didn't use it on Back to the Future.
Yes,
Yeah, we're gonna give it the Demon Wind.
Yes.
Let's get the hell out of here.
We
Come
go
on.
to the film people and go, do you have any short ends? Sure, here's a whole ton of them. Load up the camera with a little bit of
My
footage.
battery's dead.
And then we got it one shot where Del pokes his head out of the car and says, my car won't start. And, you know,
We
that's
have
all.
to get out of here
one take.
now.
She's
Yeah.
right. This
So
place is
it was kind of
possessed.
a mess.
Serious.
But,
I'll tell you what we
considering
witnessed
it
here
looks
is a
pretty good.
hallucination.
Most
Come
of it
off it,
looks fine.
Jack.
What happened in that house was real. You saw it with your
so
own
the
eyes.
demons
Well, then I don't believe my own
are
eyes.
stopping their
Things like
cars from starting.
Simply don't
right?
happen.
Jack, there is
Demons
something
won't
here,
let the
something
batteries
evil.
start the car.
Evil where?
That's what's going on.
There. It's been waiting all this time
Waiting for what?
for us to come here. Promise me something.
Anything.
If we die, don't bury me here.
You're not going
It's
to
a weird
die,
thing to
Bob.
say, but
You're
Promise
not going
me.
to die, Bob.
Okay, I promise, but nothing's going to happen.
Especially not
I
going
won't
to
let
turn
it.
into a plastic doll and then start
Let's get
on
her out
fire.
of here.
I'm almost certain that's not going to happen to you, Bonnie. That would be very strange. Then it wouldn't have to bury you, right? So I promise that I won't bury you, Bonnie. Because I won't have to bury you if you turn into a plastic doll and then start on fire. Oh, back to the lineage. So, 1890s, satanic cult, farm, got all burnt up. Flash forward to 1931, Corey's grandparents are there. It says Mrs. James, which I think is Corey's grandma, had triplets. They were killed right after birth. They weren't even human. All the children were the same except for
Look how
Corey's
fast that
dad.
fox rolling.
why was he different?
I don't know. And then Corey's dad also had an older brother, which is the kid they show running up and spitting the blood
Spitting out blood, yeah.
So I guess she had 5
Yes.
kids? And the triplets? I don't understand it.
I think we're in
She had
trouble.
2 normal kids and 3 demon babies. I
you're
get it.
right.
I get it.
But
I
the
don't know.
dialogue
I've never
says she had
seen fog
4
like
kids,
this.
and one of them was
It's not the
Corey's
same
dad,
forest.
right?
Miss James had triplets.
Yeah, and on the
Triplets.
They were
okay.
killed right after birth.
same power
They
that was in
wasn't
that house.
even human.
Look, it's coming back.
And that's it. So his dad survived out of all the kids, I guess. Oh, the dad was in an incubator during the events of the opening.
Oh,
He was born in 1929. The explosion and the demon attack happened in 1931.
yeah.
Oh no, here it
So
comes
he was
again.
3 years old and still in an incubator at the hospital, and that's why his dad was able to survive.
That's really fascinating.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Now here's the
God.
demon wind, everybody.
No, I've never seen this. I don't know what's going to
Oh,
happen. But
no.
does he also have alienation DNA in his bloodline?
Thermion. Thermion.
Oh my God.
What?
So these are the 3 girls from the 1800s that were sacrificed to Satan by
Oh.
Anders' demonic cult.
What?
These are not the 3 kids
Where'd you
of
come from, little
Corey's grandma.
That's who I would assume they are.
No, look at their attire. They're
Sure.
clearly
What?
pre-1930.
Why do we have so many lineages and 3 children?
I don't know.
Are they related to the stick girl from earlier in
no,
the film?
the stick girl is unrelated.
What?
Oh my God.
Oh, you weren't kidding.
Hey, is this one of those Cabbage Patch Kids? These are worth a lot of money.
You lied.
What?
Oh no.
Even if you plan for
That
the
wouldn't do
worst,
harm.
I bet none of them could have
But
expected
whatever's
that
here
to
isn't going to
happen.
let us
No.
go.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You got any other hot news for us?
Yeah, the sun's gonna be down in a few minutes. We got two choices.
You know, that
The
man
cars at the house
sounds
for the night, I think
just
we'll be
like
safe
one of
in
his
the
friends.
But
turning
something in
into
there
a
just tried to
dollar
kill
store.
us.
I don't think
That's
so.
an
I think
amazing
whatever it is
acting
is only trying to warn us away.
He's-
Traumatic
He
experience.
sold me on the emotion of the moment.
Just a feeling I have.
Yeah, well, that's just great, pals, because your
How would you
feelings
process
got us in
that,
the
though?
shithole in the first place.
I don't know if I could.
Oh my god! What the fuck? What the motherfuck just happened? Holy shit, did you see that?
Then you'd start running with like a load in your pants, where you'd fall down one of the hills and roll down in your own filth.
No Buick.
That'd be really embarrassing if that happened to the blonde guy in this, because he's wearing white sweatpants.
Crazy.
Oh.
You're all crazy.
It was a poor choice with all that grass around, you know.
Yeah. I mean, sweatpants are always a bad choice.
Dell is just secretly super worried about getting grass stains on his
nothing left
favorite
for us to
white
talk
sweatpants.
Come on, Terry. I can see it in your
So
eyes.
are these
back
two
at the
characters
cafe.
together?
They were.
But now she's with
I love you.
what's his face back there?
Flash
Yes,
Thompson.
yes.
Flash Thompson.
And he's with Sean Penn now.
Dell needs
Okay,
me.
okay.
You don't.
They're gay magicians.
He
Life's
switched
just a game to
teams.
you.
Okay.
It's not to me. I need somebody who's serious about me. Dell is.
That's the time for that conversation.
No. Yeah, that friend just turned into a plastic doll and started a fire. It's not really the time.
We could fight if you want to,
Maybe they weren't that close to her.
Right.
but we don't have anything to fight about.
They should have blamed Kevin Bacon and Sean Penn and said that.
Well,
it
let's
was
go
one of their
inside
magic
then.
tricks, right?
Ooh.
Good idea.
That's what they call setup and payoff. Yeah, that was one of your fucking magic tricks, Kevin Bacon, and he starts punching him. Bring her back. Bring her back, bro.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
Like, one of them just doesn't believe anything that ever happens in the film.
'Cause
The
we've
entire film.
Yeah, we've established these two guys show up as magicians, and then they think they're playing a prank on them, right?
Their other friend's head just explodes and brain matter flies all over the place. Stop doing your magic tricks, Dave.
Right, exactly. Rich, how did they get this footage of your house?
They gave me $20.
Yeah? Is this the house you grew up in? All these pictures of Jesus and garbage all over the floor?
Yeah, after I fixed it up a bit.
Okay, you cleaned up
I
for the
cleaned
film
up,
crew?
You know, I'm gonna film a movie at my house.
Do you have a fireplace made of construction paper and tinfoil?
Now, why are they cleaning up?
I don't know. Because they got to spend the night there.
I
and
think
who
it's
wants
gonna
to
be
spend the
okay.
night where a bunch of firecrackers blow up a turkey? in glass, right? Not me.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
To be fair, they can't leave.
Yeah. And they ruled out sleeping in their cars because one character said, "I don't want to sleep in a Cadillac with you, bro." Look, he's got the little things that a magician.
Oh, hey, he's doing a magician thing. Just in the very edge of the frame for no reason.
I'm sure we're gonna get a big payoff to his magic skills.
Yeah.
You bet
Can't
we
wait.
are. You bet we are, everybody. What else is on the soundstage?
They're filming Cheers right next to this.
Well, just a ghost.
That wasn't his mom. That would be his grandma.
His grandma.
Okay.
God damn it! I just explained the lineage.
I'm trying to keep track of the lineage.
His mother and his mother is not in the film at all. His father is. We don't know what happened to his mother.
I was about to ask, did I miss something with the mother?
No, it's just not important. I don't know. Maybe she died at some point. I don't know. It's really of the grandparents and the great grandparents. Okay, Jay.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Maybe his mother was an alien.
There you go.
His mother was a third
There you go. Whoa. Dr. Egon Spangler's ghost is here. This is Proton Pack. So this is Grandma's diary, right?
It's the Necronauticon.
Necronauticon? Did you just slip that in there, like all casually, like? Or was that just? Did you just mispronounce it and it happened to work?
No.
That's a quality joke that you should have
is.
given more prominence.
Yeah,
You just said
yeah.
it so offhand.
You did, yeah. I mean, it was really spot on.
Being the diary of
Necronauticon.
Virginia Carter, born June
I think
8th,
that was an accident.
1889.
No,
But-
I thought of that before we filmed.
Okay. So we'll call it the Necronauticon. Grandma's diary, and she writes in, I don't know, some kind of ancient language.
Well, this part's not her diary. This is a book she just found, and then she took over. So this
I
page
conjure
here,
thee,
Oh,
she
what?
started writing in Sharpie. This is what Grandma
Protect
took
this,
over.
my child, from the evil touch.
How did the edges get so perfectly
Rise
burned?
now and
Well,
approach.
she bought it at the Michaels
Like
around
someone's-
Halloween time.
Someone took a lighter to the edges to try to age them.
I'm sorry, what was that? I wasn't listening.
Christ, you trying to give me a heart attack?
I could ask you the same thing. Oh, God. I made you some food.
What's that? Oh, she made him a bologna sandwich. I'm sure the bologna's from
Some
1931 is still good.
Yeah,
They had a cooler.
you really know how to show
Oh, they
people a
did?
good
Yeah,
time.
They
one
brought-
of them was holding a cooler.
They brought sandwiches?
Yeah,
I'm glad you're here.
I guess no one knew where they were going.
like you got to plan ahead.
Someone brought their swimsuit. They brought a cooler full of beer and sandwiches. They thought
The
they were
magician brought a bunch of rabbits and
Yeah. He
doves.
thought he was going to be playing a show, like doing a magic act. They thought they were driving down to Cancun.
Depending on how the rest of the weekend goes, they're going to be eating
It
those
is
rabbits.
dusk.
It's a
I know
great
tonight
scam.
I will die.
You know, you tell your friends, hey, I
Even
got an
the
idea.
spells
We're
grandmother
gonna have
taught
a
me can't
mystery
save us.
vacation. Prepare for anything. You never know what we're gonna do. And then they show
I know
up
that
and
someday
just like,
you, my
oh
king,
yeah,
will
you're
face
gonna
the
help
evil
me.
that comes for me.
You're going to help me clean out this demonic
You're gonna-
cabin.
You're gonna help me
sacred
clean
set
out
of
my
seven.
dead grandmother's demonic
The other 5 have
cabin.
been lost.
His
It is
plan
written
worked
that
real
with
well
all 7
because
you can kill the
everyone
son
got
of
whittled
Satan.
down except for him and his girlfriend.
I pray these two
So
may
he
help.
invited the proper amount of people to solve the mystery, figure out what was going on at his grandparents' cabin, and he eliminated 11 of his friends.
Maybe he doesn't like any of those people. That was his goal all along.
He was tired of getting invited to their like parties and events and stuff.
He successfully killed off all of his girlfriend's exes.
There you go. That's it.
The Evil Dead has a dagger. What if we have 2 daggers?
That'll mean our movie's twice as good, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Not issue number 1 of Good Housekeeping. That's worth a fortune. I saw it on Antiques Roadshow once. Yeah. So the daggers. I think Grandma's journal said 7 daggers will kill the son of Satan.
Found something.
I don't know
This
how
farm
she
was
knew
built
that.
by my great-grandfather.
But they
He and a
only
group
have
of
2.
settlers
5 are
followed
missing.
a preacher
5 of the
named
daggers
Enders
are
to this
missing.
valley.
I don't know.
But when they arrived,
Why-
Enders
why-
became
Do what you
a
will with that
false
information,
god of
Corey.
the Bible. And the true God.
Like,
he'd
they never
found.
find the daggers, right?
Was
The
a
other
saint
daggers?
worshiper.
No.
Why even bring that up?
Yeah.
Well, because they use the daggers
Trying
to
to raise
stab
the devil.
demons.
I know that, but why bring up that
Then
there are
3
5
little girls
lost
disappeared.
ones?
I don't know. You'd think at the end
searchers
they'd
found
find
them.
them. We need all 7.
What was
Yeah.
left of
Yeah,
them on an
and
altar
then they're
behind
buried
Enders'
somewhere
place.
out, and they have to run and get them, and
was a
Son of
real
Satan is
sick
running
pup.
after them. And then they have to
It
get
was a
to
big
the
fight.
special spot where the
Enders and
other
all
5
his
daggers are
followers were
buried
burned to
before
death
the
in his
moon
house.
rises or something.
It sounds
Right.
fair.
We have to solve the cryptic clues to figure out where they are.
Right.
You get some things happening.
Rich,
After that, everything was okay
you
until
can't
the
stop
summer of
watching movies.
1929.
Your knowledge of how a
That
movie
was the year my
is
father was born.
constructed is just far too good.
I know it hurts me when I actually watch movies.
Mrs. James has had triplets. They were killed right after the
It's a
birth.
detriment. It's
None of the
becoming
babies
a,
was even human.
All the
a
children were
crippling
the same.
handicap on your part for enjoying films like Demon
What
Wing.
was so special about him?
Like, why don't they do the most
I have no
most
idea.
logical thing?
But the last entry reads,
Why doesn't this make any
Everyone
sense?
is
Maybe
dead
streamline
except
all
George and I.
the family stuff.
it's all
Sure.
hopeless. I can hear them
Sure,
rising
hopeless.
out in the barn.
Well, we can bring the other
It's
daggers
the-
back and Demon
Oh,
Wing too.
there you go.
No.
And that's what
It's
happened
like
to
a
my
precursor
family.
to the MCU.
Now we're
Just
in
planting
the
the
ball.
seeds for future Demon Wind universe films.
There was a sequel that was going to happen. Then they thought, better not. That's true.
That's not even a joke.
No, that's right.
Kick some supernatural ass.
The straightforwardness of that is what made it funny. Just they were in the theater, they were watching the dailies, and they said,
John Wayne.
"Better not."
Jury, what choice do we have?
That's a good point.
Comic-Con.
Man, I just wish we had some hand
press
grenades.
conference. And they show the
I'd
chart
rather have a Tahitian vacation.
with the timeline. And it just says Demon Wind. And then the line just goes on into the future with nothing coming off of it.
It ends with bankruptcy.
Releasing in 1999,
Vegas.
Demon Wind.
You know nothing spiritual lives in Vegas.
The end.
The end.
Vegas it is.
Okay, here we have our two magician characters.
Stacy! Come
Trying to be lured out by an elderly porn star.
for you. Come out and play with me.
These actors said, I think my mom would do some nudity.
Oh.
Child.
She's a
Stacy.
MILF.
Come out.
I want to hear you say that again.
Please never, don't ever say that.
Stacy.
Hey, Corey, guess what we just saw?
The movie literally put everyone
Hey,
to
Harlan.
sleep.
Hey, Jack, wake up. I guess it only wants us.
They decide to go out together and fight demons to the death for no reason whatsoever.
Well, that's, yeah, they just acknowledge that they understand that Topless Lady is actually a demon.
Yeah.
So you think if they understand that, they would just stay inside.
Yeah,
Shoot at her from the window.
sure.
You have long-range weapons.
Yeah, why do they even go outside?
Oh, so they can die.
Oh.
Oh.
And the demon, the lady, or just whatever force is at work here, puts everybody else to sleep.
Or just wake your friends up and tell them what you plan to do.
Well, they were put to sleep. I don't think they were sleeping naturally. I think the demon wouldn't put them to sleep, or whatever evil force is at work here, lured them out for no reason.
I was gonna say, what is the demon's plan? What does the demon want? Why can the demon not go in the cabin?
Why are you using demon in singular?
Well, demons. I don't understand. It's a demon wind.
Jay, they
so-
saw Evil Dead. And they know how it works.
Well,
You can't go in the cabin.
okay.
Flimsy cabin. You should easily be able to get in. They can't do it.
Well, Jay, this was made in 1990, right? So we're talking like
Over here.
the age of the home video
I
market
have
trends, right?
something
Maybe a little late than that, but what I'm thinking is, yeah, they slapped a crap movie together with some things that you could put on the box. People in demon masks, right? And right nudity, because they had two ladies.
Yeah.
With that, eat this. Face on the box, a couple of guns, and then boom, you got a thing.
I think we're in trouble.
Right?
I think you're right.
It looks sort of like a movie.
It looks sort of like a movie. And, that's my cynical reason. Green slime. Maybe one of the actors worked at like
Daddy?
so like giant cans of nacho cheese.
Hey, Chuck. What, Maestro?
Oh no.
Presto.
Something got Sean Penn in the neck. Ripped open.
Established that the demons can do whatever. I mean, they turn somebody into an exploding gun.
Yeah, you really shouldn't start with that.
I think that, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Karate kicking paid off. Remember when he kicked the can of soda around Rich?
Yeah.
And then he kicked it right in Dell's face.
And now he'll never do it again.
And then he's just gonna die. And that was
What
that
a great
was nice.
payoff.
But why did they go out with guns blazing? Why didn't they go out and use magic tricks to trick the demons? Rich?
That could be a fun thing you do like later in the film. A big plan
I
for
made
getting
it.
out, and then use the magic trick as some kind of distraction.
Where's Grandma?
What's happening?
See, all those demons and all the old period clothing were the townsfolk from the 1800s that followed Anders' satanic cult and all got burnt up by the villagers.
Okay.
Maybe he's running from like a demon
Yeah,
in the house, and so then like he
My
hops into a
God.
cabinet, and then the demon opens the cabinet, and it's empty.
Oh,
Which,
yeah.
that is just so simple and
Then we cut. We see him running outside the house, to like where the car is, to get the dagger.
perfect. How about he leaves his magic hat?
Terry, look.
And
We gotta keep her
the
act
demon
together.
looks
We're gonna
into it
get
and
out of
the
this
rabbit jumps
alive.
out of the hat
Didn't you see
and
the
claws
blood?
at the demon's face. How about that?
Okay.
What if he saws a demon in half?
Dell, we're gonna
That's
check
not
the
like
back.
a magic trick. He just saws it in half.
No, and then the two halves of the demon regrow on each side and make two demons.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's so many clever things you can do if you have half a brain.
Why didn't you tell the others about
I
the
mean,
daggers
really,
you
just
found
half
in
a
the dining
brain.
room?
Tell him what? That my grandmother was a witch? She used spells to protect her son in this house?
Yes, you tell them that because you're in
Spells
a
have
magical,
crazy
awful
Jackson bastards.
situation.
There's one more thing in either of them.
They'll probably believe you.
Maybe those
At
spells
this
could
point,
help
yeah.
us.
They didn't help her much.
Oh, is this when he decided to not tell his friends about his grandma's spell book?
Yes.
Yeah. After the first girl turned into a doll and started on fire,
All bets are off then.
that's when you tell them everything.
Just open up.
My grandparents
Keep this with maybe
had a
something
demon house, and you're all in it.
You don't
Whoops.
think we can
So,
beat it,
in
do you?
addition to the satanic cult,
Gretchen.
his grandma was a witch.
Don't even think that,
And
Corey.
that's
I got
not
me
related
into
to
this.
the demon magic. That's her
because I
own
love you.
magic.
I don't know.
And she uses spells to keep the
God, that
demons
gets so
away from
lucky.
her family.
Magic.
Right?
Yes and no.
Oh.
Well, see, there's religious symbolism around, right? There's pictures of Jesus and all that, and then there's a pentagram on the floor, and then there's like Wiccan symbols, and then there's also a crucifix on the door. It's a
Yeah.
little mishmash of a little bit of everything.
You're assuming they knew or thought it out.
Yeah, I think they just said whatever. A crucifix on the door, but also some kind of mystical.
But also she's a
Wiccan,
witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she casts spells, right? Typically, spells and magic and witch stuff isn't in line with Christianity.
Yeah.
She's maybe you know,
That's what voodoo is.
Honey, you're all right. It was
but
only
not
a dream.
Christianity.
All
I
right
think
now.
there's some weird mishmash though.
Okay, well, maybe she was a voodoo priest, the lady. I don't know.
God, I wish
She's,
I
I think she
was
just
home right now.
maybe she just went with whatever could possibly work to keep the demons away, right? A couple of Jesus pictures, why not? And then some spells, I'll do that too.
They should have just moved.
It's Willie and Rita.
Guns, sure.
Oh, good. More characters.
Shut it off.
Should have just moved.
The whole point in introducing your group of characters is to have them get killed off. Now we've killed off 2 characters and introduced 2 more to take their place.
Right, folks. Unfortunately, I've got to shut it off. All right. Yeah, I'm recording this because I thought you guys would like to see the whole thing and experience everything. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching the whole film. This is kind of random that they've got a whole horror film in the game. I might try and find the film and upload it to my YouTube channel for you. See what you guys think of it, just for shits and giggles. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for watching.